Happy Halloween. I meant to decorate.
We didn't do a web or anything.
Yeah,
No
and I have
lights.
the webs from last year.
We had the lights. We didn't even do purple and orange lights. Very low budget Halloween
Yeah,
this year.
we slacked. We slacked this year.
Yeah.
We slacked this year, but
100%.
Blast from the Past, Psychotic 2020. It's Halloween, and we just want to remind you guys of how retarded we were 5 years ago. Everybody.
5 years ago, people were hitting the streets right here, all donned up.
Yo, what a terrible time.
Do you remember people who were wearing like those inflatable like Halloween costumes like in Walmart? They're in the T-Rex fucking suit.
Yeah. Dude, there was people walking around with like maxi pads on their face.
Oh my god! I seen the guy with like the Scotch Brite on his face.
Yeah, nah, man. Can't do it. I hope we never go back to no stupid crap like that ever again, bro. How terrible that was.
How weird too.
Psychotic shit.
We were convinced.
Yeah, psychotic. Nah, it's just they convinced us, dude. Not convinced us to believe it, because I was always skeptical for most of it that it was weird shit going on. But just the way they made everybody comply. Couldn't do shit unless you did it. You know, unless you got it.
Dude, how crazy were the rules? Like, you can go out to eat if you got this card, and you have to wear your mask, but when you're sitting down eating, you can take it off.
Yep. You could take it off when you eat. You could take it off when you're sitting. As soon as you stand up, you better get that shit back on.
If you go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
you better put that fucking mask on, boy.
That's right. If you're taking your piece out, if you're going over the top in a urinal, you know what I'm saying? If you're going over the top, then, you know.
I want to take a poll at some point of going over the top versus through the hole.
Through the fly?
Through the fly.
Let's do it right now. We could do it right now. Whoever watches it.
Can you do that I think we need somebody to do it for us.
Yeah, but we may not even have to do a poll. Just take it, put it in the comments, hit us in the, on Instagram or in the Discord if you want.
Are you through the fly or over the top?
And what circumstances are you doing what? Like, the only time I'm going through the fly, if I'm taking a piss and I'm going through the fly, is if I'm in a tux or something. If I'm in a suit that's tucked in and shit. If I'm not, no way, bro. No way, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not dropping them around my knees or anything.
But are you wearing a belt? You take your belt off, you unbutton, you unzip, and go over the top. You go over the top of the drawers too, or you through the fucking fly of the drawers?
I'm over the top of everything.
Holy shit, your balls are out.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You got the whole kit out. You got the whole fucking kit. The whole kit is out for a simple task. All you gotta do is take a leak, and you got the whole kit out,
bro.
Unnecessarily.
I'm telling you, dude. It's
interesting to me. You know what's funny to me? I realized that Justin was an over the top guy. We were playing golf one day.
over the top.
And he's in the woods, and his sweats are like hanging off his ass. I'm like,
that's not true.
They weren't sweats. They're like khakis. They're like hanging down. I'm like, what's going on over there?
Not completely
And then
hanging down.
immediately, I'm not a hater. I'm like, damn, Justin must have a monster cock that he's got to do something different that nobody else does. And then he says to me, he goes, no, I go over the top. I always go over the top. Like, that's like a normal thing. And then I started asking around. Some people do go over the top, but I don't think it's the norm. I think most people go through the fly.
I'll tell you what. I was at a gathering with people that are not like, we haven't known each other long enough to be close friends and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So this was a very honest question. Somehow this came up.
Oh.
Bro, these two dudes all said, oh, I'm undoing Oh shit. They're like, oh, I'm not going through the fly. I was like, yo, I don't go through the fly either. And I'll tell you what, whoever brought it up thought I was about to get caught up in some kind of hilarious. And I was like, nah, I'm standing on this. I'm standing on business with this one. This is the better way to do it. Anybody that goes through the fly, I don't care who you are. You go through the fly, you piss yourself a little bit. When you go back in, it's very different. It's very different. I think there's less, I think your urethra is more patent that way.
I don't know what you just said.
I feel like you get a full, I feel like you get a full, I feel like you get a full piss. Like, I feel like you never finish when you pull through the fly. It's like, I feel like it's just, yo, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody that uses the fly, when they put it back in, they piss a little bit.
But dude, first of all, you got to shake it a couple times before you put it back in there.
Bro, you shake that thing more than twice you playing with it, bro.
That's a fact. Everybody knows that. I feel like the zippers and holes in boxers wouldn't exist if going through the fly wasn't the, like, we've evolved into that. You know, at one point, there was no fly.
Yeah, it was just buttons, probably.
Yeah.
You know, but
now, evolution, superior. I gotta believe that through the fly, dude, your balls are out,
right.
bro. It's just crazy to me. Yo, fuck. That's so crazy to me,
bro. Nah, I'm telling you right now.
If your balls are not out, then the latex of your drawers are choking up on your piece. Unless you got like a two-hand thing going on.
Bro, it's about you got everybody's
you got a fucking you got a cross choke on this thing. You got a push motion.
I got my shit in the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Nah, but
it's just interesting. Guys,
I'm telling
tell
you.
us, do you guys piss through the fly or over the top?
Telling you, everybody that uses the fly pisses himself a little bit. I don't care who you are. Guys got piss stains on your drawers.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. PP goes hard. If I was president, Justin would be committing a crime. I also don't use the fly in either boxers or pants. Huh.
Neither do I. I don't think it's the boxers. Yeah, that might be made for that. But I don't know about jeans. Like, it just helps you get them on. It's just easier to put the jeans on if you could drop the top, you know, the top of it open to slide them on and off and then close them up. It's like having a zipper on like when a chick has a zipper on a booty, like a boot. It just makes it easier to put on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to me, it's the only way to go.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
It's the only way to go.
Interesting through the boxers is even more interesting. I didn't know that about you.
What? I don't go through it. Over the top.
That's
over the top everywhere, bro.
You know what? I think I could understand over the top on jeans.
Yeah.
But when you throw out over the top on boxers too, when like that.
So what? You gonna combo it? You're gonna go through the boxers over the top?
It's, you know, over the bushes and through the window or whatever the expression is, because the latex, like the waistband on the boxers.
Okay.
You know, it's that thing, you gotta like load it like a slingshot to get it out of the way, no? Because if not, then it's gonna be pulling up on you.
Everybody, I'm sure, would have their technique, bro.
Yeah, and unless, which what leads me to believe, you go under the balls where you have enough weight and you got enough, like, it's like a counter lever that holds that waistband down in order for you to piss. That's why I think you go balls out. I think we got to get away from this because we're overdoing it, but it's a super interesting concept. I got to get my book of sonnets.
Yeah, get your book, man. Yo, but yeah, Halloween is crazy. I already did pumpkin carving, bro. I already did pumpkin carving. Already had a couple of pumpkin beers. It's full swing.
Spaz says, does Justin use the circular cap on an orange container? Or does he just open the whole top? Oh,
like the straw punch or open the orange juice container? Is that what he's saying?
yeah. Or he could be talking about the ones that have like the little open piece, or you could just unscrew it.
Well, here's something I got for you.
He's through the. I don't want to put anything on him, but I think that sounds like he's a through the fly guy. Not to stay on this one.
Well, all I'm going to say is that's a fair question. Which one of those would I use in an orange juice container? Here's my question for you. Which one would you use if you were trying to get every drop out?
Oh, god damn.
Come on.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying?
Bars. Golly. I'm not even over the top, but that was a bar.
Come on, bro.
Damn, bro. Next topic. Fuck. I don't got nothing to say. Golly. Dude, the NBA is fucking full of scandals right now. NBA, it's so funny. We talked about this in the Discord. If you guys aren't on the Discord, join the Discord. We talked about this in the Discord. It's so interesting to me, or to us in general, that it's always the people with the most money trying to scheme getting more money, I guess because it may be easier to scheme and make money when you got capital to scheme. But there's two different gambling busts in the NBA going on right now?
Yeah,
simultaneously?
And they're separate. One is involving the league and one is involving, underground gambling. That kind of deal.
I got some facts on the underground gambling one.
Okay. Let's go. Because I have my take on, I wanted to touch on you talking about these guys are rich already. Why are they doing this? That concept.
So we could, but I want to talk about both of them, both the stories.
Yeah. What's with the poker games?
This is the feds arrested Chauncey Billups, Portland Trailblazer head coach, and Terry Rozier, the Miami Heat guard, in connection to a sprawling investigation into an illegal gambling rigged poker game. Over 30 individuals, 11 states were charged in relation to the two related schemes, one involving underground rigged poker games, another involving sports betting using non-public information. I guess that's just like insider trading.
Yeah, so that would be similar to what that NBA ref went to prison for years back. You remember he got in trouble for just disclosing stuff. Like if he finds out there's an injury in a game he's going to ref, he's letting people know, and then they place their bets accordingly. But he wasn't fixing the outcomes.
No.
Which is a different thing than what we got going on now.
This is different. These guys are just, in reality, this doesn't seem like such a big deal in comparison to the other one. But anyways, the gambling investigation also involves organized crime, mafia families.
Yeah.
Another correlation between this investigation. The feds are all over the NBA. This is crazy. The NBA reportedly sent memo to all the teams urging them to tighten up.
Well, it's 4 major teams.
It's crazy to me. Like, why are these guys fixing poker games? How much money can you even make? You're a coach in the NBA and you're fixing poker games?
This doesn't play to me like it's for the money. It doesn't play to me in that way. This plays to me in a way of people getting themselves into situations that they can't pay their way out of. And so then they agree to do things.
You think this is a sponsor gig?
I think this you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think this is a kind of thing where somebody may have found themselves in a precarious position in some kind of, market in the underworld.
Maybe somebody put a bet that they couldn't cover.
Yeah, maybe.
And, as a form of payment, they're doing things and giving information and.
Yeah, because it's not a lot of money. Like they were saying, Rozier has made over $100 million over the course of his career.
Yeah,
and for $200K, he's pulling himself out of games and faking injuries that guys could hit the under. Like, what are we talking about here? It just doesn't add up. And people are like, oh, this is greed. Or, sometimes it's the addiction to gambling. It's not an addiction to gambling because the rush is gone because you fixed it.
Yeah.
How is that there's no rush there. There's no rush. If anything, to me, there'd be panic. I'd be like, damn, I hit this money. It's not even a lot of money, and I'm bugging doing this. You know, right?
No, I agree. I agree 100%.
So I don't think it's that. I think people may have, who knows what it is. If it's girls, if it's this, if it's that, if they're being extorted, it just doesn't sound right. It don't play that way to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is I don't think this is as half as juicy as the other federal investigation within the NBA going on right now. Can you give us because I don't have as much
Who, Rozier or Billups?
no on the other federal investigation, the people that got arrested for I guess rigging or
The poker games?
no. Not this one. The other one.
Games?
Yes.
Rigging the games.
Yes.
So yeah, so Rozier and stuff, he like Billups was involved with, marking cards and stuff and having sunglasses on, certain sunglasses that show kind of a UV number or marking on the back of every card in the deck. It was crazy. They showed it. They showed like a first person view of it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, of what it was doing. It was a big K on the back of the Kings, a big J on the Jacks, a big Q on the Queens, like all of that. Ace, it would have an A with the suit.
Oh, shit.
All that shit. So it was that dude. They were talking about. They were alleging that there were tables with X-ray machines in them that could see the card, like see through the deck and shit like that, and see through the card. And also they had a some kind of camera in where they put the cards. They put the cards kind of in that thing in the table.
Mm-hmm.
There was a camera in there or something. Like, these are the allegations. I'm sure things are going to change things, but that's
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that was going on.
I didn't know Men's Dem had X-ray vision.
Yeah, bro. Man, them see everything.
Shit.
So
what's the other investigation that's going on right now?
So there's that one with so there's the poker one, and then there's the one with actually fixing games, which that's Rozier's in trouble for that, who currently plays for the Miami Heat.
Both of these guys, Rozier? Are these two different Roziers?
No, the other
same
one's
Rozier?
Chauncey Billups. Rozier is the NBA, the actual game fixing. Chauncey Billups is a coach for the Trailblazers.
Okay, so
He's
Rozier isn't involved in the gambling.
not as far as I've seen with the poker. Rozier is involved with fixing the NBA games. He's a player currently.
Yeah, okay.
And so they can tie payouts on the games and then reference how he played that game. And it's crazy because one of them was like a huge payout, and the bet was on an under of him scoring a certain amount of points. This guy, 9 minutes into the game, leaves with an injury. So they hit the under.
Yeah.
There was another one was just poor performance, just turning the ball over like 4 times. They're just turnovers that it's hard to fake playing shitty basketball when you're not a shitty basketball player.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? It's hard to fake that shit. Like turning the ball over for no reason, just passing the ball to the other team. And you're like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
Losing a dribble when you didn't lose it. It's just, it was intentional sloppiness, it looks like. But now in hindsight, they're using that footage against him in court.
Damn. What happens now what happens to all the games where that happened, and it affected the outcome of the game?
Yeah, I wonder, what do they do? Like a no contest type of thing, like a no bet or something? I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea, but I know that it raises questions about every single professional sports league.
But he's not the only one involved in that, right?
So far, he's one of the only ones that's really been named. I think there might be another couple people involved, but not really players per
I think there was
se.
a bunch of other arrests made, though, no?
There were other arrests, but I think the other arrests were the bookie type of people that were setting it up. Because I saw listed their nicknames, and they all got some kind of
Mikey the Wrench.
Yeah, exactly. It's all something like that. It's like Smoke Show Mickey or something. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell's going on?
Whose real name is Michael, goes by street name Louis the Rat.
Yeah, right. It was weird names, but I don't know what's gonna. I think that the one that's in the most trouble is gonna be Rozier.
Yeah.
He's in the most trouble, I'm
Well,
sure.
he's the biggest star.
Yeah, but we should have known it was going to get dirty once this gambling became legal across so many states right on your phone. Sports gambling. I mean,
I didn't think I was going to be this kind of a person. I could see why it was illegal everywhere else. We should bring it back to the way it was.
yeah, Yeah, you think I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are struggling with.
It's not
with
even.
that.
I think it's like the young people, like the way they sell it, and they do all these streams, and these streamers are like, and these like the way they endorse it.
Like steak and stuff, right?
Yeah, we have to make it like cigarettes, where you're not allowed to do commercials for it.
Yeah. The problem is, I think gamblers now, young people, are better gamblers. Sometimes I feel like they look at it differently. They look at it, ever since the professional poker players were making careers out of playing poker, that wasn't always a thing. They weren't always giving out bracelets, those diamond bracelets they give out to the people that win. It wasn't always that way. It kind of became a sport. And I think people looked at it differently. If you ever see a professional gambler, a professional poker player, they'll say they hate playing poker. They don't have fun playing poker. They hate it. It's a job. It's not fun. They're paying attention to every single thing. They're looking at everything. They're trying to figure out what cards are left. It's not fun. It's stressful, right? It's going to work. So I think, the young people look at it more that way. They look at it more like day trading. But of course, it's still gambling.
But it's not even the card games. I think it's like all this online betting. And I think it's super disingenuous where they show these celebrities and these people they endorse that have fully committed careers, right, to online gambling streams.
Yeah.
Where you see these guys, and this is obviously alleged, but I don't believe these guys are really gambling with their money. I think it's all like a show.
You think it's Stake is giving them money like an investment into their company?
Stake. There's a bunch
or just
of companies.
These gambling companies.
Insert company here, Stake, Roobet, fucking any of them, I think that is that shit real?
I think it would just be really smart business and advertising to just give money to someone to spend on your site.
Well, yeah, that
You
is
just say,
smart.
yeah.
But then that's not kind of real, right? That when these guys lose all this money, they don't really show like, but they're showing, they're losing the money and they might act sad, but that's not really, it's disingenuous. It's not what's really happening, right? Does it really show the side effects of what gambling could do to you when these guys are, illustrating, they're losing a bunch of money, but their lifestyle doesn't change and they're still super famous and they're still able to buy a bunch of shit, but they lose $3 million a fucking night.
Yeah, it's fake money, but I mean, it's the same as an alcohol commercial not showing a guy with alcohol addiction and cirrhosis of his liver in the same commercial. They're going to show you the fun part of drinking.
But it's not intended as an advertisement. It's supposed to be like, this guy's really doing this.
But it's an advertisement because the channel sponsors it. The company sponsors it. So that's an advertisement. As soon as they're sponsoring it, and you see their name all over it and it says the company name on the screen and the site they're using to gamble, and you're seeing the screen they're using and stuff as they place their bets, that's...
So what if the company's giving them wins? Because it's also in their best interest to show these guys winning.
I don't think they can do that, right? Because they're sports betting and stuff, so they can't... they can't really rig the outcome.
It's all well. I'm not talking about sports betting. I'm talking about like these online casinos.
Oh,
Because that's what people are doing. Like the new hip thing amongst like kids now is like, you ever seen this trend of people going places and like betting like the item that they're gonna buy on Roobet or any of these companies, and they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna put all right, what is this laptop? It's $1,000. All right, I'm gonna go into the store and I'm gonna put $1,000 into a blackjack game, and if I win, I'm gonna buy the laptop, and it's basically free. And they do this, and it's just like, dude, it's like a sea of, it's a trend right now. You can look at TikTok, YouTube, any of these, Instagram, and there's a bunch of people that are just doing this. Is it real? Is it not real? Is it like the company giving them the money to do this? Either way, it's like, I think it's the online gambling for me just is I could see why they made it illegal everywhere, and it makes, if they brought it back to that, I wouldn't be too mad. And I think that what these companies are doing by giving influencers money puts like a disingenuous like cloud over what gambling really is. And I also think it's very possible and likely that they're manipulating these guys' games.
Okay, I agree with everything. I don't think they're fixing the game. I think that, well, I shouldn't say I agree, because I kind of don't. I think giving them money to spend on there is like perfectly fine.
Spaz says, Mitskiv's just talked about this exact topic on his podcast. Many times they're giving money, but can pocket any of the profits.
Yeah, I believe that. And I think that gambling is so stacked in favor of the house that they could let these rich people play on there and not have to give them wins. They'll just lose.
Or the really big ones make more money than they could possibly ever lose. Yeah, that guy Mitskiv, he's in like a whole like heap of things. You remember that girl that got touched at TwitchCon?
Yeah, but she didn't even really get touched. They over-exaggerated, I feel like, about that.
Nah, the girl that almost got fucking taken away. That guy put he had a
He like
body
put his
lock on
arms
her.
around her, and then that guy just shoved him and he let go. Like it was like, you know, it wasn't. They made it sound like he was dragging her into the back of a van or something. It's like,
I mean, he didn't fuck her, but he definitely fucking grabbed her. You can't grab her any more than he grabbed her. Like he maximum grabbed her. He didn't grab her by the arm. He put his arms around her.
Yeah, but it looks like he was hugging her. It wasn't like he was body locking her to take her somewhere.
It looked like he was gonna fucking swing down for a double.
Nah, he's just like he's an autist type of guy. He's probably autistic or something.
Like a rapist
and he
kinda
sits
guy.
at home. Could be, yeah, but you know, it's like to me that the way they make it sound, and then when you see it, it just didn't live up to what they said happened. They were like this assault, and they called it all this shit. And technically, by law, that's probably considered assault because it's or battery,
unwanted touch.
Yeah, or battery, whatever you want to call
I don't
it.
know which one it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that everybody went super crazy over that when there's been way worse shit what?
Did he like try to like kiss her?
It looked like some kind of half-ass kiss, but it almost looked like a joke. Like it looked like he was doing it, Matt. It wasn't fast. Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Bro, it wasn't like some fast thing. He was just like, whoa, being
He didn't
like,
look like he was capable.
he was
of
mad
moving fast,
slow.
but
Like,
it looked like he was like trying to create like a movie scene kiss.
I think he was just slow, probably. I
think
haven't
he
seen
was
the
just
guy.
like forcing himself on a woman.
Yeah, that too. That could have been it. But I think that it's a little more.
Where's the Justin I know? They should have shot that guy. That's what you wanted. That's what I wanted you to say.
Nah, it was crazy. Don't get me
They
wrong.
should've
It was
plucked that motherfucker.
Nah, don't
right?
get me wrong. He shouldn't have been putting his hands on
Tell
her
him,
at all.
Justin.
What?
Tell him how you really feel, bro.
Now listen, man. Listen, man. This probably sounds terrible, but
So
I'm
they
just
should've
saying
put
that the
kid
way that
down.
it was made to sound.
Yeah.
I thought the guy was going to be trying to abduct her.
You thought
That's
he was
the
going to
thing.
have his fingers out. This is the thing.
That's all I'm saying.
The girl the other day with the DoorDash chick, she was exaggerating.
Yeah.
But this one, I think she got physically touched. But going back to now this week, she's in the news again because she's. It's funny because you hear these stories. She's like, I was in an abusive relationship with this other guy who's famous, this guy that Spaz is talking about. And he's like, he was so abusive. And she starts like listing off some of this stuff. And I'm like, damn, this isn't even that crazy.
Yo.
She's like, I would lock myself in the closet. He would try to get in. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I would do. You put yourself in there. Guess what, bitch? We're going in there together. I'm in this motherfucker too.
Yo, she was like, he put holes in the concrete. I was like, I spackled a couple holes when I was coming up.
I done put a couple holes in the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Every
that
guy
crazy.
has punched through drywall in his
He
life.
said we would argue and he would speed. I said, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like, how fast?
Yeah, he's got money, fast cars.
Fast cars and
Said he would when I would say I would leave him. I'd never threatened to kill myself, but I was like, this seems like I've heard of people doing that, so that's not crazy.
yeah, I mean, it may be crazy, but I'm like, most people reading this have had some of that stuff done to them or have done that kind of stuff or know people very close to you that have.
Yeah.
And stop playing and lying.
Dude, she was like, he would throw water bottles at me, and he was like, she used to throw plushies at me. I'm like, yo, what kind of weird, fucking crazy, rich people fucking arguments y'all be having?
For
'Cause
real.
I can only imagine how it's like docile in comparison to other environments where you're not filthy rich, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'd probably be killing ourselves down here where they're throwing plushies at each other. It didn't seem like and then he turns around and is like, she's abusing her rabbits. It's the craziest, like, rich cancel culture,
Yeah.
stupid, petty little back and forth.
Like, there's not even drugs or alcohol involved. And I'm like, what? I'm like, don't you remember the Johnny Depp trial where they found his finger upstairs and a broken vodka bottle?
Dude, did she take a shit in the bed?
Yeah. Bro,
This guy's accusing this girl of abusing bunnies. When we forgot that this chick took a shit in his bed? What is this? I don't want to hear nothing about this fucking mild ass relationship baby fucking drama that these guys got going on unless somebody loses a fucking limb.
Bro, that's what I'm talking. No police reports. Like, this guy, like, there were guys showing up. There's body cam footage of people showing up looking for Johnny Depp and shit. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Stop, bro.
It's so
Stop
funny.
it. He's throwing wine bottles. She's bugging out, setting up cameras on him.
Hammer drunk.
Yeah. She's setting up cameras. She's punching herself and then taking pictures and shit. and talking about he swole me up. Look at me, I'm swole. You know?
Oh my
And
God.
it's the craziest thing. And this guy's talking about she threw plushies at me and she says he punched the drywall. What? Cut it out, guys. Make up. You guys are in love.
Yeah, what's going on? Sounds like a love story to me.
You guys are in love. Relax. All right.
Oh my God. He's like, yo, and another thing, he came out, he was like, she says, I didn't want her to travel alone. That's true. It was dangerous.
Yeah.
And I was like, psh, sounds right.
Yeah.
This girl just got hugged 2 weeks ago. He was right. Turns
Yeah.
out, right?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. It was crazy what that guy did.
Yeah. And
You know
if,
what I'm
guess
saying?
what? If she would have listened to his guy, she wouldn't have got touched like that. He wouldn't have fucking allowed her to go out there.
That's what he said. He was like, I just don't like her going traveling without me.
It's dangerous.
And I'm like, word. I'm like, I hear that.
Yeah.
That
okay.
makes total sense. I've been out of the country.
Yeah.
And that shit, when you in the wrong place and you got a girl with you, you got somebody that you care about, like, you better be ready, bro.
Yeah. And guess what? This girl cosplays like little fucking anime characters for a living.
And that's why these weird guys show up like this. Like, you know, that guy's sitting there, you know, with the whole ooh fantasy. You know what I'm saying? He
With
got
the
the
eyes,
whole
you ever see them do the eyes? They
yeah, the knees knocking like this.
Yeah.
the anime knees like this.
Yeah.
Come on, bro, stop. That guy was definitely weirded out. He got some. What do they call that? What do they call
Hentai?
that? Is that what it is? Like the adult cartoon stuff?
Yeah, it's called hentai.
Hentai.
Yeah, there's like
Why did I think it was called like mango or something? Or like
manga is like the books.
manga.
Manga? It might be manga or manga. I don't know. I think it's manga.
But what's that?
It's the books.
Oh, that sounds like the dirty one.
No, it's not the
I was confused.
Hentai is the dirty one. I don't even
Okay.
think I can say that.
Oh, you can't? On here, they're going to flag us?
You can't say corn, so I don't think you could say shmentai.
Oh, shit. Pad Thai.
Batai.
Well, damn, that's crazy because manga to me sounds like such a worse word. Sounds like a dirtier word.
No, it's not. I got to read the chat. Hold on. I got the heart in there. Justin arguing in this while also knowing if a guy came up to him and did the same thing, he'd drop him. It's the truth. It's the truth.
I ain't gay, bro.
Yeah, he was talking about shooting that guy last week. We got to give Justin the benefit of the
Who?
doubt. One thing you got to understand is that when we're doing the podcast,
I've never said such a thing.
it's important that we have a back and forth. So sometimes you got to play an angle that you might not necessarily agree with. Now, last week, Justin was very fucking firm on extinguishing this guy.
Who? Which guy?
And everybody liked him. The guy that hugged him. That's why I thought it was so funny, because I felt like, and I could be wrong.
The guy that hugged who?
The guy that hugged that girl, Emaru.
Is that what I said?
You were not happy with him or people like him, if I remember correctly.
He's a dirtbag. But still.
You can't be, first of all, who the fuck skips a line that long?
Yeah, that I think was egregious.
Who the fuck?
We're talking about the worst part of this thing. It was the way he cut the line.
It was, egregious is the right word.
Yeah.
Yeah, lack of security.
100%.
I think that you did think that her fans were weirdos. I don't think you had, your thing was directly against him.
No, I think it was. I
read-
remember saying about the security that
Yeah.
people were saying she should have had all the security. I'm like, you have to understand you can't do this anymore. at that level of celebrity, you can't just be meeting dudes that watch your content when you look like a little 15-year-old Asian girl. And those are the kind of guys that are into watching you. I'm sorry. Your style of streaming, the way you are and that character you're portraying, brings along with it a lot of weirdos.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
It is what it is. We got to get through. We're getting close to the end, and we haven't.
No, we're not. We
scratched
started
the-
15 minutes late.
I know, but we're 10 minutes too, so that means we're 20 minutes out. And we got
25.
A lot of. I get 5 minutes to tug on each other at the end.
All right.
I like to call it. It's called under promising and over delivering.
Okay. I like it. I like
Next
it.
topic. Sad story. Hurricane Melissa is absolutely.
They named it Melissa?
And they're retiring the name. Fun fact.
Hurricane Melissa. They never use a regular name like that. It's always overly cultured. They've been going hard with the Latino names like the
They
last
go for
few.
a little bit, but there's been like Matthew, Melissa. They probably just done with those names. That's what it is.
Nah,
It's
Hurricane Matthew? Yeah, that's like biblical. You sure they've been a Hurricane Matthew?
It also has been retired.
A Hurricane Joshua?
I'm sure it exists. Maria fucked Puerto Rico in the mouth, but now Jamaica is getting devastated by Melissa. 187-mile-per-hour winds, dude. You know what's? We don't even know what it's really doing. We don't even know the damage is done because it's still there. Like it's like you got to be there to know what's going on. Everything that people know is just from like people they've found that are like that survived whatever area it was in.
That's terrible, dude.
Dude, there's
Jesus
already
Christ.
7 confirmed dead. There's 40 inches of rain has fallen. 40 inches of rain.
Damn.
It's a Category 5, the second strongest hurricane in the Atlantic. In the history. Ever.
Whoa.
Second strongest.
Whoa.
240 Jamaicans without power. 240,000.
Damn, no power is rough. When it's
I want to know how many of them didn't have power before the hurricane, though. Not to be funny.
No, that's true. That's a circumstance that needs to be stated in that statistic.
Yeah,
there.
how many of these guys didn't have power? It's like, and 100,000 of them had power this morning. You know what's crazy is like, all right, this is all happening right now. It's absolutely terrible. We know it's devastating the country, but it's not about even what's happening right now. It's like, when are they gonna get power back? And when countries like this that already don't have a great infrastructure, when their infrastructure gets like hit like this, I feel like it takes them even way longer to bounce back and to rebuild, even to get to the point that they were at before and they were still behind,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know, man, because it's going to be a long time. That's for sure. It's not something that you just come back. Even if you have the resources, shit's going to take forever, dude. That's going to suck.
Spaz says they stopped using exotic names because they're no longer allowed past the border.
Oh, shit. ICE took back all the old hurricanes.
Well, if you got one of those exotic ones, you're not allowed in.
Damn, you're
They
not allowed
stop
in.
you.
Maybe that'll stop the hurricanes. Maybe that'll stop the hurricanes from coming ashore.
Well, they do say that this one's not going to get to Florida. They're just expecting rain. They think it's going to die down. It's actually been dying down. I've been watching the news article I watch gives like the by the hour, and I've been watching it throughout the day because it really is like whatever. I'm joking about it, making light of the situation, but the truth is, it's like it really is. Like we're gonna read the news tomorrow, and we're gonna find out this like it did terrible things through the country.
That's awful. Yeah, they're going to be out there reporting at some point. Jesus Christ. All right, well, prayers to people over there. Jesus, man.
Yeah, big up,
Big up.
red stripe. The government's still fucking shut down, which is crazy. Now they're going to start doing something because they're talking about cutting EBT. Now things are going to get moving. The country's going to unite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see all these videos going viral of people losing their minds about losing their snap. If they lose their snap and threatening to rob stores and rob grocery stores and rob people at their cars, rob people at the ATM. People are saying all kinds of crazy shit.
It's interesting to me. What's interesting is that it's so funny that that the government could just do certain things, and there's like a back and forth. Depending on, this is always the way it is. Depending on which news network you watch, the story's different, right? So if you're watching CNN, they'll say, or MSNBC, they'll say, I think they're both conservative, not conservative, liberal.
Yeah, NBC or what?
I said CNN.
CNN and NBC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got that right. They're going to say, well, there's still money in their contingency fund. And that's the fund that they need to access to get to continue providing EBT up into, I think, like December or something like that, before they need to start asking for money. So they're saying like, oh, we have enough money for the next like month or so. We just need to be able to use it. And like certain people within the current administration are saying like, nope, you guys can't touch that money.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people that are receiving that stuff shouldn't be. Straight up. Not as much as they are.
No, I don't disagree with you, but there are people that do need it.
Yeah, there are people that do need it. And, you know, they've gotten it to a point where people need it generationally.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's when you notice a problem.
Is that the argument that people, is that like the play here? It's like, well, you guys don't really need it anyways? Or is the play like, we're just going to make life as difficult as possible for the other team anytime we can? Because you got this shutdown thing happening, the moving state lines thing happening on the other side, which I don't even want to touch that because I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. They're like redrawing maps to get more voters, to get more seats. I don't understand how. I guess I get it conceptually, but I don't understand it. So there's like all these back and forth battles going on. So is it the fact that the argument from the right's perspective, is it that these people don't really need it, or is it that we're going to make life as difficult as possible for the other team?
Who really knows the motive? I think a lot of it is people that are elected sometimes trying to, I feel like he's doing this for the people that elected him. Like, you guys may want this. I don't mind doing it. Because I feel like a lot of people that voted for him would be like, yeah, get off your ass and work.
Yeah.
You don't need this shit. So it's almost like doing what your constituents voted for. I just think it was too abrupt. That's what I think. I think there needs to be a way that you cut back on this stuff, because people don't need this stuff. You see people bugging out. They're getting $3,200 a month in food stamps, you know, and they're huge. They're morbidly obese. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you getting all this food? You're fat as hell and you're not doing anything. And there's things in it that are going to require community service to receive that money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you got to do 20 hours of community service to get that money. Like stuff like that. You don't just get it. You have to earn it. Okay, you don't want to work, but you could do something.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I kind of like that.
Yeah, so people are getting salty because there's these concepts that are, you know, that...
The community service thing is nice.
Yeah, like you got to do something. You know, you got to do something if you can. You know, there's no reason why people are sitting at home and eating and gorging themselves while other people are actually hungry. Like, why do you have this much? Why are you getting this much?
Yo, some people be hitting licks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there needs to be a reevaluation. There needs to be a reevaluation. You need to do something to earn it, that kind of thing. Stopping it immediately, I think, might be rash.
I think that is just a result of the government shutdown. Like, that's like, we keep asking, like, what does this even mean? What does it mean? I don't know what it means, but I do know that it's affecting things like this, like payments going out, like people receiving EBT. I'm sure there's other things that people receive that they're not receiving right now because of the shutdown too. This is probably one of the biggest things, or has the biggest impact of the things.
Yeah, I agree. I can't disagree with that.
How crazy that they're just shut. We talked about this for weeks now. It's like the third week, fourth week of us talking about it. And it's still like, what do you mean it's shut down? Y'all are still talking shit. They caught Trump outside the plane. I feel like they could ask him anything and he'll just fucking answer it. Like, they're like, Trump, we hear you're thinking about running for a third term. He goes, no, I've never thought about it. But if I did think about it, it'd be a good idea. My numbers are great. They're the best. They're the best they've ever been. It's people love me. I've stopped all the wars.
Did he say that? Is that what he was saying?
Yeah, he's like, I stopped at many wars. He goes, Ukraine, Russia. I think that's gonna be next. I'm gonna stop that one. It's soon to come to an end. So why not?
Yo, imagine how he walks into a meeting with these guys. Imagine he walks in and Putin is there like Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
Il?
Don't you dare say it wrong.
I don't know how to say it.
I don't know either.
I don't know how to say it.
As long as you know, as long as you got the cut.
The Chinese guy.
Yeah.
You know, that guy. And then, you know.
The Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, the North Korean guy. My bad. My bad. That's. I got him confused with the other guy.
What do you think they look alike?
I got. No. No, I was thinking China.
You know the guy from China? What the fuck is his name?
Yeah, his name is like.
Ho Chi Minh? I don't know who that is. That's
No.
racist. You can't believe you dragged me into this. I had nothing to do with this. I didn't feel this way at all. And all of a sudden you got me spewing racist venom.
No, that's
Holy
not-
shit. I'm not going to say another word, and I'm going to apologize in Mandarin later on.
No, that's not what I meant. I was just trying. I honestly got confused, dead ass. But just saying, these guys, these world leaders that are like world power guys, and they're sitting in a room having tea or drinking coffee, and they're waiting for Donald Trump to come in. How does Donald Trump enter that room?
Dude, he's probably so volatile, and he goes in differently every single time. Sometimes he probably just kicks in. If I was him, I'd kick in the door every time I'm coming through. Boom, kick in the door.
Yeah.
What's up, motherfuckers?
I feel like he just comes in, he's like, and he just high fives these motherfuckers at the same time.
You see the we talked about this already, but the president or fucking whoever that woman is that's running Italy. First of all, who picked this bitch? How did she get up there?
Yo,
did they pick her, or is she born into this?
I have no idea. Did
Did they pick her out of a hat? They're like, here's the 5 people we think would do a good job, and they're like, no sense of putting this out to the public. Let's just put our hand in this bag, and whoever's name we pick out, they're gonna run the country. Pizza's gonna be good no matter what, you know. They put a bunch of pasta makers up against each
Right?
other.
Yeah.
And she fucking won. Anyways, she looked disgusted when she was with Trump. So I think that some world leaders look at him like that. Like the guy from Canada who he shitted on a couple months ago.
Yeah, she was probably thinking, she's like, he's trying to grab me by the, I don't want to be in here.
Did she definitely think she wore
People
like
don't forget.
like PPE on her toto? So he didn't grab her by it? You think she wore like a tie cup? You think she had like
A steel cup.
steel cup?
Bro, 100%.
I don't know. I think. All right, hold on. Next topic, because we got to run through them. So much bullshitting today.
Ah, come on.
So much bullshitting today. Let's see. We're gonna do the good ones. I wanted to talk about Trump talking about him taking the IQ test and how he was like going through and how he did so good. He's so funny to listen to sometimes. Anyways, U.S. military strikes 4 boats in the Pacific, killing 14 alleged drug traffickers. U.S. is still shooting. If you're a drug trafficker and you think that you're going to put your drugs on a boat and bring it into our waters, newsflash, not going to fucking happen. They're going to blow you out the fucking sky or the water before you get anywhere near us.
So they're not looking at, like, checking these boats and seeing what they had?
They're not recovering the drugs.
So they're just, like, if you come over here, you're going to be assumed to be doing this. So we're going to...
No, I think that they're pretty sure that there's drugs in these boats. Like, I don't think... Nobody's claiming that these guys don't have drugs on them.
See, to me, if he's doing that many and there's that many coming, I feel like somebody was letting them do it before. And now they're, like, shocked that this is occurring.
Well, you know how it is. It's like there's probably a lot of red tape. To shoot one of these boats out the water, you probably need like 6 different signatures. Trump's probably was like, now you need 2.
Yeah.
And I'm both
You
of
don't
them.
even need a signature. I can just point.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It probably
He's like, I
just
can just
happens
point.
like every Wednesday he gets together and fucking with his boys and they
Has a
play
cigar.
Battleship or something like that. And they send helicopters out to different places in the ocean and they're just like, there's tarps, definitely drugs, shoot it down.
Yeah.
But they've fucking shot down. I keep saying shot down. They shot up,
Sunk.
sunk.
Took down.
14 boats so far.
That's a
Killed
lot.
57 people.
That's a lot of boats. A lot of people are losing a lot of money.
And a lot of people are dying too.
Yeah.
50, and you know that they probably aren't getting a percentage of the amount of boats that are coming across.
Yeah. And and the reason I say money and not the people is, yes, the people losing their lives is always terrible, but the people that are going to be angry are not going to be necessarily angry about the people.
No.
The people that have power and influence are going to say, that just cost me $2 million. Something like that.
I wonder if this has anything to do with Venezuela. I wonder if these are Venezuelan drugs.
Who knows where they're from? They're probably from, take your pick. It's probably 5 different countries smuggling stuff in from out there.
It's a lot of people to shoot,
Yeah.
sink.
I
Whatever.
wonder how they're doing it.
They're doing it.
Airstrikes?
With planes.
Airstrikes?
Just do.
No way, like 50 cal?
Yeah.
Is
dude,
there video?
Yeah, there's video, dude. Of course there's video.
I'm going to stay a little bit
Yeah. It's crazy.
because that's crazy.
They're just
I've
blowing
even...
these things down, and then they're sitting ducks, and they just shooting them and then the boat stops moving, and then you see like little guys, and they're like running around in circles. They got nowhere to go, and then all of a sudden, the gun starts going off again.
At the people?
Everybody goes.
Bro, that's like when the first time I saw one of those hunting videos of those guys that hunt the pigs.
Oh,
You ever see that?
That's exactly, dude.
In like Texas?
That's exactly what it looks like. Except
Yeah.
there's humans down there.
Oh, shit.
Trying to bring in drugs. He probably put those guys on a terrorist list.
Yeah.
He probably guess what? It's not just gang members from Central America. Now it's also drug traffickers from South America. If you're on a list, you're a terrorist, you will be shot on sight. They're like put fucking pirate rules on these guys.
Yeah, that pirate shit is terrifying.
The pirate shit's terrifying, like being in like Somalia, like off the coast of like Africa and shit.
Yeah, shit is crazy because I've seen videos of those guys. But some people just take them out. You ever see them approaching a big cargo ship or something, and the cargo ship has clearance to use deadly force?
Dude, sometimes they just spray them with water, but sometimes they're just shooting them.
Bro, I saw this guy. He was on this cannon, bro, but shooting one at a time. Doof, 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 doof. Yo, and when I tell you, it wasn't just like, he was just
Precision.
aiming like doof, doof. And then he would hit the boat, and you could tell it ripped through that boat like they were long caliber.
Yeah.
And then the boat keeps going, and he starts hitting it, and then it starts changing direction slowly. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody slumped over the wheel right now. You know?
Dude, I've seen like there's people that I don't know. I'm interested in watching these YouTubers who like live on the ocean and shit like that.
Yeah.
And there's always like videos of like them getting approached by fishermen, and they don't know if they're pirates or not. They're just like, are these pirates? Like clickbait. But it's like they talk about like what they do to protect themselves out there because you're not allowed to have guns or anything like that.
Yeah, it's international waters, right? So
Yeah. So, but it's crazy because even the pirates don't have much. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have a bunch of guns. They're not like these. They're mostly just people on a stolen fishing boat trying to
hit a lick.
trying to hit a lick. Exactly.
Yeah, that
Machetes and shit.
Nah, bro. When you see them guys coming toward the boat and the gunfire doesn't deter them, when you see these guys
keep
trying to board,
coming.
dude, they just keep coming, and I'm like, these are crazy guys.
You hear that story about that guy who went on Joe Rogan and told his story about being held captive for 3 years by pirates?
No.
It might have even been longer than that.
Who recently? This episode or a while back?
No, this is a while back.
Oh shit, I gotta check it.
It's crazy. He says that movie Captain Phillips came out when he was in their custody, and like he watched it with the pirates.
Damn.
But yeah, he was held. He was a journalist. He was kidnapped and held for ransom.
What? Did they ever end up paying to get him
Yes.
back? Wow.
His family raised the money.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. I don't,
He talks about all the stories about him being with the pirates and then getting to know them, and like he's like they're all like addicted to this stuff called cat, which is like a leaf that they like chew on. It's like what do they call the drugs that are like in that Oxycontin family?
like opiates.
Yes.
It's an opioid.
Yeah.
Wow.
He goes and they pretty much just steal to pay for their addiction, and it's like this cycle with this particular pirate group that they were dealing with, and they were demanding like millions of dollars for him, and his mother ended up starting a fucking Facebook group where they raised the money, and they paid, and he was along with other captives too.
Nah, man. Good on that, bro.
Pirates are crazy.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm the captain now.
I am the captain. Fucking pirates. That's all I got, I think.
Shit, I think we can wrap right there. I carve fire jack-o'-lanterns, bro. I carve pumpkins like I'm a savage, bro.
They call you
So I got-
Justin the Pumpkin Carver,
That's it. They call me the Carver.
James and the Giant Pumpkin.
That's right.
I like that. I've been watching this show, The Righteous Gemstones. I was supposed to watch The Matrix.
And you didn't watch it.
Did
You know what?
watch The Righteous Gemstones?
You didn't tell me to watch that.
At the end of the last episode, you said that you were
Is
going to
that
watch
anime?
that. I was going to watch this. No, it's a show with Danny McBride.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me to do that. It was about a family business or something like that,
Like,
right?
the family owns the church. The dad owns the church.
That's right.
The Gemstones. It's on HBO Max. You should watch it. It's very good. Everybody out there, you guys should watch it too. Very funny.
All right, I'm going to check it out. I might start it tonight. We'll
Yeah.
see. See how I'm feeling. Feeling froggy.
Hey, listen, watch the trailer.
Okay.
See how
Fair.
you
Is there
feel?
a trailer? Because
There's-
sometimes it's not.
No, there's many trailers. You want to catch up on the chat before we go?
There's nothing else going on, man.
Shout out to everybody who rocked with us tonight. Yes, this is
Xi
our Halloween
Jinping,
concert.
China.
Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping.
Yes.
And Kim Jong-un, North Korea.
North Korea. Yes.
There you go.
Samsung South
That's the
Korea.
man. That's what we got. I think we're at the hour, man. Yeah, but remember, guys, go over the top.
Or through. If
This
you want your
is-
balls out, yeah, definitely go over the top.
Mess
If
with
you're
the-
suffering from hot balls, you should go over the top.
Mess with the podcast. Episode 272. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. That was a hilarious conversation. We got to put the timestamp in there for that conversation. And make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. And hit that like button on your way out. Berto looks like he has something to say.
Join the Discord.
Oh.
Join the Discord. Come hang out with us. If we're not on your podcast listening platform, harass us on the Discord so we place it on your obscure podcast listening platform. That's it. Good night. Go through the fucking hole. That's why it's there.